Okay, it says we're live. Don't know if we're live, guys. What's up? If we're live, first time using this software. Hani actually introduced me to this software, so thanks for that, dude.
No
So,
problem.
guys, we're gonna do a training into his software, repurpose.io, how to use it. I use it. It's freaking amazing. I love automated stuff. It just, things happen and you don't even know what happens, which feels awesome. So if you guys are on the replay, you could probably skip ahead a little bit if you do want to watch the training. I'm just gonna kind of dive into Hani's story for here a little bit just to get an understanding of like why he created this software, talk a little bit about like the importance of content, automating, how to do it properly. So just to dive in, Hani, for people, and if you guys are on live, give me a hashtag live, by the way, so I can see who's here. But for Hani, for people who don't know who you are, could you give us some context on who you are, what you do, why you're awesome?
Yeah, for sure. I've been doing kind of creating software for content creators for probably 6 years now, and loving it. My first software I ever created was kind of to solve my own itch. I call myself a softwarepreneur because I don't know, it's kind of a cool word. I'm a geek, so I like that word. But basically, the whole point is I'm a video guy by nature. I love video, love creating content, and then I hated the automating. I hated the monotonous tasks of uploading, downloading, converting. So I created a WordPress plugin about 6 years ago now, 5-6 years ago, that will post videos from YouTube onto your blog automatically. People love that. People love the idea of like, wow, this is one less thing I have to do. And that evolved into a podcasting plugin that publishes content to your blog from your podcasts, and then a Facebook Live plugin. So it was getting feedback from users saying, hey, we like the idea of your software publishing to WordPress, because that's where my comfort level was. They said, can you take it to the next level? Can you help us automate even more? And that's how Repurpose was born. It was from user feedback saying, help us get our content to our blog, but also help us get our content to other platforms. So it's really customers who helped drive the idea of repurpose.io and what it is today, which is basically a platform that takes audio podcasts, converts them into videos, and publish them to YouTube and to Facebook. And you can also take any kind of video content and spin it into audio, or take video content and help you repurpose it to other platforms, taking it from Facebook onto YouTube automatically, including live content like what we're doing right now. So it's becoming a content hub, content management hub, where you can automate, you make your own rules, and you can takes the content from one platform and converting it and putting it on another platform for you, so you don't have to do it.
Gotcha. And if you guys don't know, this is probably going to run through that system right after this live. It's going to be automated. So how long ago did you start this software, just to get some context?
This one, we just crossed, in April, we crossed 2 years. So just over 2 years with the Repurpose. Yeah.
Okay. So right now, just before we dive into the actual software, can you share what the most common uses are that people use it for?
Yeah. So basically, there's kind of two kind of heavy users, and two types of heavy users. One is an audio podcaster, so someone who's doing audio only content. They're publishing to their podcast host. It goes on iTunes, etc. Now they want to kind of get that same content turned into a video and published to social platforms, things like Facebooks, YouTubes, even like shorter clips that go onto Instagrams and LinkedIn's. So those are like those are kind of one primary user, audio podcasters who focus on creating content via audio, and they want to get that into a video format. And the other style, or the other type of people, are the people who do Facebook Lives, mostly lives, but basically taking Facebook video content, whether it's live or not live, and getting that off to other video platforms and audio platforms. What I mean by that is taking your Facebook Live and sending a copy to YouTube afterwards. Taking a Facebook Live, ripping the audio for you and publishing it to your podcasting platform or to your Dropbox folder, so you have an audio content ready to go. So those are the kind of two types of users who want audio, who start with audio and they want to go to video. People who start with video and want to get that video out to more than one platform, and even convert that into an audio as well if they want.
Yes, and Sal says, "That's me. I need the software." So I think we should just dive in. Give the people what they want. You mentioned real quick LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Is that in the? Can we talk about that? I didn't even know that was there.
Yeah, no, it's not in yet. It's something we're working on. Okay. So what we have is we support direct integration, meaning like we can publish directly to YouTube, directly to Facebook, directly to Twitter, Dropbox, Google Drive, and a few podcasting platforms like Libsyn and SoundCloud right now.
Okay.
So in audio only. So to get things onto LinkedIn, it's something we're working on. We got approval from LinkedIn to publish to LinkedIn. Unfortunately, they limit it to a page, which is, I'm pushing for personal feeds because most people do that. But anyway, initially you can have a page, a company page, you can publish to that. But that's coming probably, I'm always optimistic, but I'm going to say a month to give myself a buffer. Cool. I've seen it in action. But what we do is we have Dropbox and Google Drive. And the reason is we basically, you can make a rule that sends this content in whatever format you want. And we can send it to your Dropbox or Google Drive so that you can grab it from there, upload it to Instagram, upload it to LinkedIn. You know, it can be, you can set it vertical, horizontal. You know, you can have repurpose do all the converting for you. It shows up on your Dropbox in the right format. So all you got to do is grab it and upload it.
Yeah, because that's the annoying part, having to download it, reconvert it, upload it, and then
exactly.
Cool.
So whatever we don't support, you can handle through Dropbox and Google Drive in the short term.
Gotcha. Yeah, whenever you're ready, you can share your screen.
All right, so I'm going to share screen. We can just jump right into all the fun stuff. I'm going to
ask, does it enhance audio from video podcast?
No, we don't mess with the audio content. We just rip it and we add it to a video, a 720p video, like a HD video. And you can do full episodes or you can do snippets, like short clips. I'll show both. All right, so it's going to get wonky for a quick second, and then just let me know when we're on the screen.
Yes. Do we need our faces here? Or probably not?
I think we're good. We kind of maximize the screen coverage. So I'm not able to see comments, so feel free to interrupt me anytime, Daxi, and let me know who's asking questions, and I can just jump. I can pause what I'm doing and answer questions as we go along. Gotcha. So repurpose, it's not a software you download. It's a web-based tool. So you create an account. You can sign up for a free trial and try it for free. And so there's two steps to do this. There's kind of two main sections here: connections and workflows. So once you log in, you have your account. The first thing you want to do is go to connections. So connections are your accounts: your Twitter, your Facebook, your Dropbox, your audio podcast feed, your YouTube channel. So these are things that you set up one time, you connect to our system. So I'm going to start off with a simple demo going from audio podcast to a video uploaded directly to YouTube. So that's what I'm going to demo right now. And then I'm going to go over all the different types of things you can do with the software. So in order to get audio podcast to YouTube, first thing you want to do is go to your connections page. Here's all the different types of connections. Just in this demo, I'm going to do audio podcast. I'm just going to give it any name I want, really. I'm just going to call it Hani's Podcast for now. And if you know your iTunes or Apple URL, you can paste it here. If you know your direct podcast feed, you can just copy and paste it. So if you're hosting on Libsyn, Spreaker, Blog Talk Radio, wherever you're hosting your podcast, you're uploading your content, your audio content to, as long as you're compliant with iTunes and Spotify and whatnot, we support it. So we're not limited to any particular podcast host. You can use any podcast host you want. So you just copy your feed, they give it to you, you just paste it into here, say connect, and we're in. So I'm not pasting an episode, I'm pasting my whole, what's called a podcast feed, which is a list of all my episodes. Just keep that in mind. So I hook that up, and the next thing I want to do is hook up my YouTube. I'm going to say add that connection, same kind of deal. Hani's YouTube really quick here. Say connect, it's going to pop up, say, are you sure you want repurpose to access your goodies? You say, yeah, no problem. You say, allow, and done. Okay, so what we did here was we connected. I've already had previous connections like Dropbox. You can do this for your Twitter account, Dropbox, etc. So I hooked up my audio podcast and my YouTube account, Twitter, and all that stuff. That's step one. Step two is where all the magic happens. It's all the rules. We call them workflows, but think of them as rules. What's your starting point? Like, what's your in? What's your action? And what's your out? Like, where do you want to send it to? So I'll show you how to set that up. So, and you can make as many workflows as you want. So I'm going to say, make a workflow. I'm going to say, let's say podcast to YouTube, just for this demo here. So give it a name. Step 2, what's your input? Like, what are you starting with? I'm going to say it's an audio podcast. And if you have multiple podcasts connected here, you can choose it from the list. I only have one. So boom, I'm going to choose Hani's podcast. Step number 2, what's my action? Sorry, step number 3, what's my action? I want to convert that audio into a video, and I'm going to do the full episode. Perfect. Nothing to change here. And the last step is, where do I want to send it to? I want to send it to my YouTube account. And if you have a playlist on your YouTube, it will show you all your playlists. Obviously, I'm testing a lot there, as you can see. If you want to make a brand new playlist, you can do that right here. You can say my new list, whatever, and just say create playlist. So I recommend doing playlists. If you have a podcast, make a playlist just for that podcast, especially if you're mixing. If you have other content on your YouTube channel, it's good to make a playlist to keep it all nicely organized. Okay, I'm just going to say no playlist for the demos, no big deal, and say create workflow. Okay, so this is my first workflow. It says Hani's podcast to YouTube, and there's a bunch of settings here. But before I go into the settings, it kind of overwhelm you, but not overwhelm you, but confuse you a little bit if you're seeing this for the first time. You just go right to view episodes, and you should see every single episode you've ever published on that podcast feed. So your entire podcast is here. What date it was published on. If you have any episode specific artwork, like if your podcast host lets you upload an episode, and sorry, an image for that episode, it shows up here, and it's also used in the final output. And I'm going to go back and show you what it looks. You're probably thinking, what does it look like? And what is he going to publish? It's just, we didn't pick anything yet. I will show you that in a second, but I'm just going to hit publish really quick just to get the process going. It does take a few minutes. So I'm going to pick, let's say, this episode. It pulls the title description from your podcast feed. If you want to tweak it, you're welcome to tweak it. I can just say whatever. Well, I can just leave it whatever it is. You can put keywords and stuff. I won't get into that more advanced stuff, but basically, I just hit publish. And it enters the queue. And then, actually, I might have already published this episode. Yeah, I think I did. So yeah, it's going to process right now. And while it's doing that, I'm going to quickly show you what the settings look like. Not every single setting, but just to give you a kind of feel for what are the main things you want to pick. So if you go to the gear icon, which is the settings page, there's a bunch of different settings here. So
I didn't even know this was here. Like I was like curious, like how do I customize it? Now I know.
yeah, no. And actually, what you're seeing here is actually our test site. So it might be some features you don't see. You won't see yet, but you'll see in a couple of weeks. Almost like a sneak peek of what's coming up. But right now you can choose horizontal. So by default, it picks a horizontal. If you're doing YouTube, you want to do a horizontal video because YouTube is just cleaner that way. So I'm just going to pick this one and just hit preview just to kind of show you what it looks like. So with this template, this horizontal template, for every episode, we put the title for you. This is an animated waveform. So this is a true waveform based on your audio. And this square image is the image for your episode or for your podcast that we get from your podcast feed. The rest is a template. So you can customize it, design it, upload your own design to our system, and we will superimpose title, waveform, and this image in these fixed locations. And then the rest of it, you're kind of flexible to design the way it looks. Most people use our templates, but if you want to customize it, you want to brand it your own brand, you can definitely do that. We have specs documentation on how to do it right here, actually. You can download our specs right here. You can download samples. It tells you exactly how to do it. It's very, very simple. So you can pick one of these 6 templates, or you can upload your own kind of image. Just
if you do upload your own image, the waveform, is it always same spot, location?
Exactly, yeah. The waveform, oh, sorry about that. The waveform, title, and the square are in the same exact location. We give you all the dimension, like the location of where it is. Okay. And then you can kind of design around it.
Cool.
Yeah, so you upload a PNG. Oops, I think I closed that window. So you upload here, you say browse, you can upload your own, or you can just choose one of our templates. And there's a bunch of settings here. I don't want to get too much into this cool stuff, intros, outros, a lot of cool stuff you can do. But a couple of things I want to mention is you have the option of publishing everything, your entire feed, or you have the option of saying filtering based on dates. let's say you've already been publishing a couple episodes, or you don't want to publish some episodes, you can select some date filters. So it only goes, let's say, starting January 1st, 2019 onwards. So you can control what kind of data gets automatically published. You can add some call to action. There's a bunch of settings. I don't want to get too much into this stuff. It's all documented in our quick start guide. But the main idea is, the main thing you want to pick, and the first thing you want to pick is your template. And we do have vertical square templates. I'll talk a little bit about that when I show the second demo for the snippets. So if you're going to YouTube, just stick horizontal, pick one of ours, or upload your own. Keep it super simple. So yeah, so if I go back to here, it's probably going to be done. It's done. Now, probably just before this training, I already published the same episode. So it's probably going to, when I go to here and click the eye icon, it takes me right to YouTube. It's saying it's a duplicate video because I've already uploaded twice. So don't mind that. But I do want to show you what it looks like. So I should have it here somewhere. Bear with me. I should have tested a second video, but you know how it is. Live demos never.
Yeah, that's fine.
Especially when you're testing like a few minutes before. Okay, there it's got my videos. No, that's the wrong channel. Anyway, you know what we do. It's probably easier. I'm logged in. I have multiple YouTube accounts. I'm just going to publish another one and keep going, and then I'll show you what it looks like. It won't take very long. Okay. Any questions about this flow? So, sorry. The last thing I want to show you is this. So right now, what I showed you is what we call manual publishing. You go to the workflows page. You enter this workflow, you view all your episodes, and you click publish. You know, pick the ones that you want, publish, 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 and it enters our queue, and then they get processed. Now, if you want to automate, like true automation, you can turn on this switch right here. So if I turn that on, it's going to do two things. It's going to, put all my episodes into the queue. So they're all queued up for processing, every single one in all my episodes. And then B, every time I publish a new episode, let's say tomorrow I publish a new episode to my podcast feed, I release my new episode there, automatically it's going to pick it up. Repurpose will do its thing. We'll figure out, oh, new episode detected. I'm going to make the video and publish it to YouTube for you. So you don't even need to log in to the software. It will just do it for you automatically. So depending on your comfort level, if you like to be a little bit control and you don't want it to go in autopilot, you can leave this in manual and then select the ones that you want, publish, publish, publish. Or you can go in and just say, turn on the auto switch and then never have to log in here again. So it's cool either way. It works either way. We give the flexibility to the user, let them decide how they want it. So just since that's done, I'm going to so when I click the preview icon here, it should take me right to the YouTube video. And yeah, so there it is. So this was the default template. Before I selected my template, I hit publish. So that's it. So we got the waveform, title, and you can even I didn't tell you, you can customize the color of the waveform. You can choose different colors for that waveform to match your brand as well. Cool. Yeah, that's all in the gear icon, the workflow settings. So yeah, it's as simple as that. You have an episode. Your description that you have in your podcast feed automatically comes in as a description on YouTube. So everything is done for you. So you don't have to, you can really go on true automation by doing all the, like setting it all up in your podcast platform when you upload it there, the title, the description, the way you like it. And then Repurpose will take all that and just send it over to YouTube for you. Make the video and send it all to YouTube. Now, we can do the same exact thing to Facebook, which I highly recommend you do. So we can make another brand new workflow.
From your podcast to Facebook?
Yeah, so I can say Hani's podcast to Facebook. So let's say you got a Facebook.
Like a fan page or personal?
Page or group. We can't publish to personal anymore as of April of last year, or was it last year or this year? Last year. No software is allowed to publish to a personal profile anymore. They turned off that ability for everybody. But you can publish to a page or to a group, even a private group. So you can upload the video right there. So it's a very similar flow. I'm going to choose audio podcast, convert the audio to video, But this time I'm going to choose Facebook, and I can choose page or group. I'm going to say page. And then it shows you all your pages. So you have to be admin for the page. As long as you're admin, you'll see this list. And let's say I want to publish to repurpose.io. And same thing. Now you can now you see a second workflow, Hani's podcast to YouTube. The cool thing is you can customize, for example, you can customize the template. Let's say you want maybe a square video for Facebook, or let's say you want a different template with slightly different branding on it or slightly different wording, etc. So every workflow has its own unique templates and settings. So
is it always a video? It's never like an image alone?
No, it's always, we have to upload a video.
Okay.
Even to Facebook. Yeah, we don't have to. I mean, the software is designed to create a video for you. So I mean, videos always perform better than images for feeds on Facebook. So yeah,
I did not know about that. It can go into groups as well, right?
Yeah. So if I make another one, or if I edit this one, I can, instead of choosing a page, I can choose a group and publish right to the group.
Okay. What in the settings I saw really quick?
Yeah.
The settings. It says vertical template, square template.
Yeah. So
Facebook, would you want to use like a square, you think, or?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't studied all this like based on. I keep hearing square performs better. Let me show you what a square one looks like. It looks something like this. The square ones have a little extra feature. Square and vertical were really designed for snippets, what we call snippets, or like short clips. But you can use them for the full episode if you want. They do give you extra text. So, for example, I'm going to show you how this works in a second, actually, because this is actually the perfect transition. But you have kind of two areas to put text. You put a text on top, which is somewhat like the headline, or if you're doing like audio clips, almost like the quote. Let's say you interview somebody and they have a good, interesting quote, and that's the clip that you're showing is talking about that topic. You can make that the title, and then usually a subtitle is typically the full episode name, or it could be anything you want. It could be a call to action. You can say,
gotcha.
Learn more here. You can customize this text, but the difference is that square and vertical have the option to give you two text spots instead of one. But still got the same waveform. It still pulls the image from the feed, which actually you can disable. If some people don't want the image, they can disable that image from the feed. So it's all customizable. Play around with it. We have a free trial, so we recommend you try around. You play around with it to get comfortable with it. So where we're back here. So yeah, what's better, square, horizontal? Definitely not vertical, in my opinion, but square or horizontal.
Probably only for like stories, right?
Yeah, you can do it for stories, and then also if you are an Instagram user, you want to send vertical content, you can send them to your Dropbox in vertical format, either 10-minute clips or up to 10-minute clips for your IGTV. I mean, it was honestly, vertical was designed for IGTV, square was designed for LinkedIn and regular IG feeds.
Okay, cool.
But you can experiment. Like, it's all there. You'll go right to your Dropbox and you can grab it and test it and kind of see what works for you.
Okay, so we have two right now. We got audio to YouTube, podcast to YouTube.
Yeah.
We got podcast to Facebook.
Yep.
What else? What other?
Okay. So so this is starting this for all my audio podcasters out there. You have an audio content, two great ways to get them into videos. The last thing I want to show real quick before I jump into the second type of people, which are the video creators or the live streamers. The last thing I want to show for my audio people is you can do, let's say I'm going to call it snippets or clips. So you can make a workflow that takes clips. So I'm going to say take my podcast feed, my audio podcast feed again. This time in step number 3 here, I'm going to say, don't take the full episode, but take snippets and send them. I'm going to send them my Dropbox. And the reason is, let's say I'm designing a vertical clip that I want to post on IGTV. So I want to send it to the only way to do that is to send it to your Dropbox or your Google Drive. And then we can grab it from there and upload to IGTV or anywhere you want. But So this is my new workflow. So I'm going to set it to vertical before I forget. Just a quick preview. It's very similar. Big title, waveform, image, and subtitle. That's kind of the flow of what it will look like. So templates are super easy. All the specs are here. And just going to hit save for now. Hani's podcast snippets. Yeah. So if I go here, I'm going to see all my same episodes, but you got to notice a couple of things. One, if you have timestamps in your show notes or times, so just the number 100200 in your show notes already, like it's something you do as part of your regular production flow when you upload a podcast, Repurpose will pick it up and essentially make the snippet for you, or not make it, but queue it up for you. So you don't have to go in to our audio editor and trim things, which I'll show you how to do.
Wait, so it's picking it up from the description of the podcast?
The description, yeah. So if you, in your description, let's say you have, 100, Hani says this, 200, Bob says that. Just text, just plain text in your description. Repurpose will pick that up and say, oh, okay, I think these are snippets. And it shows you a list of basically, the key takeaways from that episode that you have based on the description from your feed. You don't have to use them, but it just kind of shows you, as you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all the time that were in the show notes.
Okay. What if you don't have snippets?
Yeah, most people don't. Yeah, most people don't. So don't worry about it. I just want to say is if you do, you're kind of one step ahead. If you plan on using this feature, you can start planning on like 5 key takeaways and start putting them in the description of your podcast so that it'll save you an extra step when you come to repurpose. So I just brought that up just as a kind of a heads up. If you have it or you're thinking of using this feature, maybe you can automate it further by doing it at your podcast feed, adding those times in there. If you don't, not a big deal. You just pick an episode and you choose the little scissors here. So we're going to snip that episode. It pops up with an audio player here. By default, it's 30 seconds, but you can change that. And basically you drag this bar to kind of whatever time you want. You can like play that snippet to here. Or if I want to extend it, you can extend this. So you can basically pick the section that you want and give it a title. So this is the title of the snippet. So let's say, typically I always tell people if you have a guest and they're saying something important at this time, or it's worth noting that this is a good time to listen, just kind of reiterate what the guest is saying, or almost like a quote from the guest. So I'm going to say whatever. You don't have to put the quotation mark. Hani says this now, so you should listen. So that was a default thing I was testing a while ago. So yeah, so you would say whatever guest is saying now, or it could be anything you want. Say create snippet. And then it shows you below this episode, this is your snippet. And it shows you the duration of it. And then you just hit publish. And when you hit publish, you have a second chance to customize that title if you want to. And by default, this is your episode title. And if I don't want it, I can remove it. So you can remove that, or you can just update it, episode 2, blah, 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 whatever. Hit publish, and then same kind of deal. In a few seconds, it should kick into processing mode.
And you have it going to your Dropbox, right?
This one I have going to I believe my Dropbox. I forgot already. Let's check. Yeah, Hani's podcast at Dropbox. Yep. So in a few minutes, you should get that going. And then you can do this multiple times. So for every episode, I can create like as many snippets for this episode as I want. I can make a second one, and a third one, a fourth one. So one thing we're looking to add is a scheduling feature. So right now, you do have to come in and hit publish to publish that episode. But we are looking so that this publish button becomes schedule. So you can say, I want this snippet to go out on this date, this snippet to go out on that date, or at this time, that time, etc. Where that comes.
But would that matter if it's going to Dropbox, or is that for other platforms?
That's for other platforms. So what I'm going to show you next is Twitter. So if you do use Twitter, or eventually when we do add LinkedIn, you maybe don't want the episodes to all obviously like five 5 videos all going out at the same time. So you can schedule them separately. Yeah, but you're right. For Dropbox, you can just send it to your Dropbox, and you have more control of what
Okay.
you know.
Right now, is there any platforms the snippet can go to?
Yeah, the snippet can go to Facebook. The snippet can go to YouTube if you want.
Okay, gotcha. Just not scheduled.
Just not scheduled, right?
Okay. Cool.
One little trick with YouTube, though, I know you have an option of setting it as private inside of repurpose, so you can make it go as a private video, and then once it's on, then you log into your YouTube account. You can schedule it from there.
Okay, that's really good. Yeah,
that's a little short-term hack until we add the scheduling feature. So you can set the privacy level to private in the gear icon, the workflow settings page.
Could snippets be? I mean, I'm sure you're going to get into it, but could they be video too?
Yeah, sorry, I think this is confusing. So this is an audio. It's an audio podcast. So your initial content audio, we're going to convert it into a video for you, just like before, but it's going to be a short video. It's going to be, in this case, about a minute long, 55 seconds long. So we're making videos for you, but they're only clips starting with audio.
Gotcha.
As your starting point. But what we actually are adding in about a week or so, which I'm going to demo now because this is our test site demo, that you can take video snippets starting with a video or a Facebook Live, and that's really cool. Actually, this is one of my most exciting features. I'm gonna demo this in a few minutes.
This could be a huge solution.
It's got a really cool feature too. It's gonna knock my socks off. I mean, I didn't come up with the idea. I came up with the implementation of it, but it's exciting, man. I'm gonna show you. Let's see if this is done. Yeah, this one's done. So just really quick, when I click preview, it'll take me to my Dropbox folder. Hopefully I'm already logged in. Yes, I am. Boom. And this is my episode.
That's awesome. Can you customize kind of, I think in the workflow, you could say which Dropbox folder you want to send it to?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I went through that step really quickly.
It's like a general folder, right? You can't like customize per snip, right?
Not per snip, no. You would do like per workflow. Everything's at a workflow level. So when I made this workflow, it's in Hani's podcast to Dropbox. I chose no folder, but you could choose or create a folder right from repurpose.
Okay, cool.
And send all the snippets there. All right, and the last thing I want to mention, I mentioned earlier, is when I make a workflow, I have the option to send right to Twitter as well. This one only works if you choose snippet. It won't work for full episodes because Twitter has a limit on video. So if you do snippets, you should have the option for Twitter. And then you say create workflow. Yeah, so same kind of deal. Everything's the same. The only thing is it's limited to 30 seconds. With the regular snippet, you can pick whatever length you want. Because I think LinkedIn is 10 minutes and IGTV is 10 minutes. And
when it's posting the snippets as the video, what is the text? Is it defaulting to something, or like as far as like on the post? Is it just the video?
That's a great question. So the only one we do, well, you control it here actually. With Twitter, you're right. With Twitter, you publish it. Hani's podcast to Twitter. Let's just pick this one for example. You customize here what the tweet looks like.
Gotcha.
I think it defaults to the title of the snippet. Okay. And then a link to either your show notes or the MP3 file. But when you hit publish here, you can customize it all. What's one of my primary text, and then the actual tweet itself. So yeah, you can fix that all up the way you want it. And then once we add the scheduling feature, I think it's going to be a lot easier. You can just go boom, boom, schedule them up, especially with the snippets feature.
Awesome.
All right. So this whole time we've been focusing on starting with an audio content. Now let's kind of flip it around and say, okay, what if I'm a video creator? I make videos, or I do a lot of live streaming, which I highly recommend you do, especially if you're on Facebook. So let's talk about that. So you can do a bunch of things. You can take the most common thing, honestly, is taking a Facebook Live video or a Facebook video you've uploaded and getting it onto YouTube. There's no reason why you don't want to have that content onto YouTube as well. Right, start building your YouTube presence as well. YouTube is a search engine. There's a million gazillion reasons why you want to be on YouTube. So you create the content once, whether it's live or pre-recorded video. You upload it to Facebook. Then you can tell repurpose, hey, take that same video, just send it off to YouTube for me, so I don't have to do it. So that's what I'm going to show right now. So I'm going to say Facebook. Let's say Facebook Live to YouTube. So I say, okay, this time my input is not audio podcast, obviously. It's a Facebook video, pre-recorded video, or like uploaded video, or Facebook Lives. So in this demo, I'm going to do Facebook Live. Facebook Lives or Facebook videos in general can be, you can get them from your personal profile. So repurpose can't upload to your personal profile, but it can read from your personal profile. So if you do videos or you go live on your profile, it's no problem. We can grab it from there. Or you can say page and pick the page that you're admin for. Then you have a couple options here. You can upload that video.
Groups is an option too, right? So I'm pretty sure that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, it is. Yep. Boom.
Okay.
You choose groups, and then you have to be admin for that group. It shows you all the groups that you're admin for.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's important. If you're not admin, they won't show up in this list. So let's just go back to page. And actually, I'm going to pick my test page because I don't really want to publish anything right now to my regular page. So I'll pick one of my test pages. So I have a couple options here. I can upload the video as it is. Full episode, take the exact video and just do all the non-fun work of sending it off to YouTube for me. That's the default option, full video. You can have the option of converting that video into an audio. So if those who create video to start with say, hey, you know what, rip the audio for me. And I want to use it as a podcast episode, for example. So just another way to repurpose your content is convert that into an audio. And then what we talked about a few minutes ago, which is coming out, I'm hoping next week, maybe the week after, is instead of full video, now you'll soon have the option to say snippets. So essentially, you can take an existing content from Facebook, a live video or a full video, or upload a video, and then pick, 30-second, 1 minute, 5 minute, 10-minute chunk. And very similar, it's very visual. Like I'll show you guys how that works. And then you can have that snippet or that clip sent to your Dropbox or to Twitter or to your YouTube, etc. So it gets really exciting that way. And that's rolling out very, very soon. I'm just going to, I make one workflow with just a full video. And, I want to send it to YouTube. So we're starting, just as a reminder, starting with a Facebook video, live video from my test page. And I'm going to send that off to YouTube. Actually, you know what? Let me go back. The reason why I say that is I don't think I have live videos on my test page. So let me go ahead and choose this real page here. Okay. So starting with my Facebook, sending that off to my YouTube channel. Say go. And then where is it? I always lose my workflow. So I'm just going to sort by input here. Facebook Live to YouTube. Okay. So same kind of deal. Say view videos. It shows me my 2 live videos that I've done on that page. And I can hit publish. And basically it takes the title. And ignore that now. I'll explain what that is in a second. And description. So that's your basic flow if you want to go right to YouTube without any snippets or anything. Or like video clips. And you just hit publish. And then boom, your video's there.
Quick
question. Yeah.
Keywords. Like, do you put a big emphasis on keywords or like doing research?
Yeah, what I would do, I mean, depends how much time you have. I like to do some keyword research because I use them for YouTube. And then I turn around and I do a little bit of hashtag research when I take those videos and I put them on LinkedIn and on Instagram. Because Instagram especially, like, I think even LinkedIn, like
Twitter too, right?
I think, I don't know. I don't use Twitter that often, so I can't really say, but I would imagine Twitter as well. But I focus on like doing, spend a few minutes, do a very basic research, pick like 10 hashtags or 10 keywords. And for YouTube, I use the Google keyword tool. It's a free tool. You just sign in with, I think, to your AdWords account, or just Google the word Google keyword.
Keyword planner.
Or keyword planner, yeah. And then it gives you like what's medium to high search and medium to low competition kind of thing. Gotcha. And just pick something like that. Don't go crazy. I mean, you can drive yourself crazy. I'm not an SEO expert, but I do basic stuff. Basic stuff is better than doing nothing. As long as you're putting keywords, and it gives you some recommendations as well. But honestly, like if your topic is very similar, like across the board, like a lot of your Facebook Lives are on a very similar topic, you can probably get away with doing it, like putting your keywords right here in the workflow and just using the same keywords for all, instead of doing it for every episode. Mind you, you can put like 3 or 4 main keywords here.
Oh, there's a progress bar too.
That's coming. That's the new stuff that's coming. You're stealing my thunder, man. No. So you can put some keywords in the main workflow here, and when you go to publish an episode, it will pull up those keywords and show you here, and then you can add a couple more specific to that episode if you really wanted to do it. But the short answer is I would not leave it blank. I would spend a few minutes, or have someone on your team spend a few minutes to research keywords and research hashtags, especially if you're going to go to LinkedIn and Instagram.
Cool.
They really, really help. Okay, so you hit publish. I'm not going to do it now, and it just goes. Then your video's on YouTube. Super easy. Now I'm going to make another workflow where this is what's coming out soon, the video snippet feature. This is really cool. This just, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a geek, maybe I'm not, but I love this. This is probably the most exciting feature since we launched like 2 years ago-ish. So I can take a Facebook video. I'm trying to think where I have this from a page. And actually, I'm going to do a Facebook Live. Facebook Lives from a page. No, it's thinking. Don't think. All right, go. So I'm going to take it from my Facebook page, a live video. I'm going to do a snippet. And I'm going to send it to Dropbox. Now, which is just up here. So I'm going to do a couple things. I don't want to send this. My intention here is I want this to go to Instagram TV. I want to send like a 10-minute clip of my Facebook Live and upload it to IGTV. That's my goal. So to do that, you go in here and you say, what is this? I want you to convert it into a vertical video. There's a bunch of settings here. We're working on this interface to make it a little better. You can set like the default duration, what text color. It's hard to demo this until I show you the final product, but there's a bunch of settings here. So I'm going to turn a bunch of things on. But the coolest thing is Facebook on your page does automatic transcriptions for you. So every time you upload a video, you can have the option to turn on auto transcribe or auto captions, I think they call it. So they'll generate captions for you. You can go ahead in there and spend a few minutes and fix them up because it's not perfect. And then once you do that, you can tell repurpose, hey, grab those captions and burn them into my video so that you see them below the video. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I've already done my captions on my Facebook. And I'm going to turn on this caption option to yes and show you what the video looks like. So I'm going to go here and take, I think this one has been transcribed. So I'm going to take this video, just hit play really quick. All right. So I can grab these. I don't know if you can see them very well. I can grab these green bars and kind of like say, I want this chunk here from here to here, like this 1 minute clip, let's say, just to make this processing go faster. I'm going to say title, this is awesome. And say create snippet. So we're still working on this, but the whole idea is I can take a snippet and say, this is awesome, and say publish. and it's going to download the captions from Facebook. The subtitles are not going to apply, so I'm going to erase that. And then hit publish now. So what it's going to do is going to take this regular video, horizontal video. It's going to make it into a vertical video. It's going to put a nice title, the one I set in the settings, and then it's going to have the captions going and a progress bar across in this nice vertical. I don't know what to call them, but like Gary V style videos, if you want to. I don't know what's the best word to say it, but that's the kind of videos.
Veme style, where it's like a lower third with like captions.
Exactly. And captions are in the video, so it's not like they're burned into the video. The headline on top, and then your video. You pick the background color, and it just looks pretty cool, like really cool.
Big,
actually,
this is big because I work with people who do video for some clients, and it's a process, you know, and it's like their control. So,
and this is like, oh, now we got an error. Of course, when we're trying to demo it, it's an error, but that's okay. We're still testing. This is our test site. It's not, this feature is not launched yet, but I do want to show you what it looks like. So I'm hoping. What am I hoping? I'm hoping to show you one of my buddies' ones on Office and Instagram. All right, I'll just look it up.
I think I just saw Lewis's book, Luis Diaz. He's a friend of mine. Louis, you know Louis?
Oh yeah.
He's like a really good friend of mine. He lives here in the same city.
Oh, nice. Oh, I didn't know that.
Michael says #game changer.
This.
Yeah, so, what's really cool about the software is that there's so many things. It's not just like one purpose, it's multi. Yeah. So this was a Facebook video.
This is an Instagram video. So this is a video initially uploaded to Facebook. Captions were done on Facebook, mostly automatic and then fixed up. Like you manually fix it up to fix any mistakes. And then you tell repurpose, hey, grab that video and all the captions and make this is, you can't see it very well. This is actually a vertical video. It's just because it's black background and then my full screen is black, but this is a vertical video, title, captions, progress bar. You can control all the colors, like what background color you want, text title you want, text color you want, captions color, and boom, you have these videos that are done like in a couple clicks.
That's awesome, man.
And this is going to be, I'm so excited about this feature. I wish didn't show an error there, but anyway, it's a test site. It's going to happen, but but this is basically this video. And then we also have a square version as well. Basically think of it as cut off right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse or not, but it makes basically make a square, exact same thing, square version, so that it looks beautiful on LinkedIn. Now, what's really cool, what I noticed and what I designed on purpose with this feature is when you upload to IGTV right now, for those people who are on Instagram, they automatically, they give you the option to automatically share to your Instagram feed.
Yeah.
Right? And Instagram feeds are square. IG is vertical. But with this, the way we laid it out, when this shows up in your IG feed,
it still shows a square.
Nothing is cut off. Yes, it shows square, but we designed it so it fits exactly. So the captions and the title are square and they fit beautifully in your feed. So someone watching in your feed, it's not going to get cut. The title won't get cut off. Captions won't get cut off. So they can watch this in your feed and then they will click through to watch it on IGTV after the 2-minute mark or whatever, the 1-minute mark.
And just so you guys who are watching, this isn't out yet, but it's coming. Just so.
This is coming in, I would say, a couple of weeks. We just got to fine tune kind of the look of it and the settings and a little bit like that. But it's going to be as simple as set it up once, like, title, background color, progress bar color, that kind of stuff. Set it up once the way you like it. And then you can have a workflow that takes your Facebook Lives. You can even do it for the full episode. Like, let's say you're doing your Facebook Lives or your videos that are, they're under 10 minutes. So they're IG and LinkedIn ready, right? Let's say this is a 2-3 minute video. You can upload that to Instagram. You can upload to IGTV and LinkedIn because you're under 10 minutes. Then boom, no need for snippets. You can say, go. Take that video, full video, make me this vertical one and make me the square one so that I'm 100% ready and look beautiful on LinkedIn and Instagram TV.
Quick question. Could the input be something where it's just like a raw file from Dropbox? Or
Yes, I've totally forgot about that. Yes. Yes. So what I didn't show is I showed two workflows for my audio people, for my Facebook Live / Facebook video people, but you can choose Dropbox as an input.
or Google Drive?
Or Google Drive. Yeah, I didn't add Google Drive. I didn't add my connection here. But yeah, if you add a connection on this page for Google Drive, yeah, you can use Google Drive as an input.
Yes. Cool.
And then you
Because
can
just
do,
because some stuff I might not want to post on my Facebook but I still want to post everywhere else, you know?
yeah, but the reason I recommend Facebook is because of the captions. So if you want the captions,
Oh, gotcha.
because they auto generate it for you, which is, I don't know what the accuracy is, but it's pretty darn good.
It's better than
And then
nothing.
and then you go for a few minutes and you clean it up. It's easier than trying to get those captions all done manually, because we are adding an option so you can upload the captions to our system, but you still have to generate them somewhere else. So we thought, hey, Facebook's free. It's doing it for free for you. You can even upload it as a private video. Like if you don't want it to appear anywhere, you can upload the video as private.
That's
use
great.
it as a mechanism to, like, do the captioning and everything, and then let repurpose take it and do whatever you want with it. Nobody will see it on Facebook, but you can still use that as a starting point. So that's another tip you can do. The reason why I picked Facebook is because of the captioning. It does it easier, and it's free. You don't have to have a third-party tool to do captioning anymore. You just upload the video and they do it for you, and we tap into it and grab it and integrate it into that video that you just saw.
Michael says this will be lit for our new stuff coming out. I will definitely be referring students here. So,
nice. Yeah, it's exciting, man. That's what's coming out. We've been working on this for just over a month, or maybe a month and a half. I'm just in my mind, it's already done. I just can't wait to get it out. I know it needs to be fine-tuned, so I want to make sure we we don't rush it. But yeah, man, I can't wait till that video snippet feature comes out. That's probably the biggest feature we've done since we launched, I guess 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago.
Awesome, man.
So I'm gonna stop my stop my sharing. I don't know how to do that.
Just show our beautiful faces. It's cool.
There we go.
Yeah, so that covers everything, guys. If you're on live now and you didn't catch it, you can watch the replay. I'll be shouting this out. I love repurpose.io. Boom. We need to get that on a shirt.
I have the shirt, but I don't have I gotta add the I love.
Oh, Derek's the man. Derek has a software too, man. What was your software name, dude? Remind me. I think it's like something for funnels. It's really good. Great work, Hani.
Nice. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, Derek, remind me your software name. I know it's bad. I forget, man. Cool. So yeah, guys, that's if you rewatch this, you'll get an idea of how to get your audio podcast to video platforms. But if you also do video, how to get them to other platforms with some cool features coming on the way. I think I have a link in this description if you guys want to go check it out and sign up. Hani, is there anything else you want to say, man, for people listening?
Everybody listening, I mean, just now that you know a tool like this exists, you can really be more efficient in how you create content. So, I tell people, if you're comfortable on video, make video your starting point. Start with a video, because you can turn that video into snippets. You can turn that video into a podcast. You can do a bunch of other stuff. So kind of focus on just making one piece of content, whether it's video as your starting point or audio, if you're not comfortable being on camera, and then use tools or outsource, whatever you want to do, but don't create the content multiple times. Focus on creating amazing content and let tools or get help in getting that content to different platforms, because some people like to listen, people like to watch, people are on the road, people are in front of the computer. So we want to make your content available in different formats and on different platforms so that you get the attention it deserves.
Gotcha. Sweet. Send Jim and Funnel Wave. Yeah, Funnel Wave.
Cool.
Repurpose I used for Quick Talk podcast with my business partner. Works great. Yes.
Nice. Awesome.
Yes. I could for sure say, especially if you're starting out and you kind of don't have that budget to hire a team, this is extremely, it's a hack, So
pricing is very low right now. We're actually increasing the prices.
Yeah,
Planning
getting
on
that.
increasing before I don't know exactly when, but it will be soon. It's been 2 years, but it's like starting plan is like $12 a month. And then the plan that does everything is $20 a month. So you can't hire somebody for $20 a month to do all this stuff.
No, the value is especially the perceived value is definitely higher. So cool, man. Excited for that. Yeah, thanks so much for being on, man. If you guys are on the replay, give me hashtag replay. And then we'll end the broadcast here. You can stay on, Hani. I was gonna ask you a few questions here.
Sure, yeah.